I'm back here. I have a friend,
Sir,
by the name of what we call Slater. And I brought him here today. Well, he brought me here today. But we're currently in his house, but we're going to be making a video together. I'm going to interview him. I have a list of questions here. He has not seen the questions yet, so he has no idea what I'm about to ask him. Could be fucking questions about him, could be questions about shit that doesn't matter. But without further ado, that's really it for the intro, and we're just gonna get right into this interview. And yeah, how do you feel about being on camera?
don't like it.
He doesn't like to be on camera, so we'll make this as easy as possible for him. And at the end of this video, you guys gotta give him some love. I poured some water on this by accident, so it's a little messy. Alright. First question. What is your real name, and could you tell me about yourself?
My real name's Ethan.scherer, and I don't know, I guess I'm just a really artistic person. I like doing, it's fucking, it doesn't even matter what it is. Whether it's music, or painting, or drawing, or fucking, like looking at clothes, just involved in art, pretty much.
So, creative, you'd say?
Yeah.
You're a creative person. Out of those, which one is your favorite, you'd say?
Music. By far.
Music. That makes sense. You guys will come to find that out. So, going off of Slater, I know Slater is your rap name.
Yeah.
It's your PlayStation name.
Yeah.
It's your Twitter name.
Yeah.
So you go by Slater kind of everywhere, and I kind of just want to know where that comes from. Where did you come up with Slater?
There's a movie, I'm pretty sure most people have seen it, and if not, probably should go watch it. And it's called Dazed and Confused, and there's a character in it, and his name's Ron.
Yeah, man, that song's about that, man.
About aliens?
Yeah, man, you didn't know that? This country is founded. It was founded by people who were into aliens, man. George Washington, man, he was in a cult. And the cult was in the aliens, man. You didn't know that?
Slater, but his last name's Slater, so everybody calls him Slater. And he's a stoner, which I was, but I'm not anymore. I haven't smoked in a while. And I don't know, I just like the energy he gives off in the movie, and the way he acts, and I was kind of just feel his character a lot, and gives off good vibes.
Didn't you have your Twitter name as Ron Slater for a while?
Yeah, I did, then I changed it.
Okay, so that makes sense. Okay, so that's where Slater.
Yeah.
That is a great movie, by the way, for those of you who have not seen it. Dazed and Confused.
Yeah, the movie's fucking gas.
It's a really good movie. That's where Matthew McConaughey's acting career started. So I definitely recommend that. Not sponsored, by the way. So we know now that music is something that's your favorite thing to do. Probably your biggest hobby, right?
Yeah, by far.
So how long have you been making music?
So the first song I made was winter 2017. I was 2016 was fucking huge for me. I was into rap music, but I wasn't into artists. I was more just into radio shit. Shit was on the radio, or whatever was popular. And then 2016, I really started just fucking going on YouTube and just looking for artists people really don't know. And never really heard of. I heard Panda. The first time I heard Panda, it only had 3,000 views, and then that shit blew up. And it was, I don't know, it's just crazy, just finding new artists and new people to really just fucking find and listen to, because there's so many artists out there and you never know what you like. But 2016, I really got into music. I started listening to full albums, started listening to older albums, and then I decided I just wanted to fucking make content, period. But I couldn't really get into YouTube because, I don't know, it just didn't seem like it was right for me. And so, yeah.
On camera?
Yeah, and I don't know, I just feel like I'm awkward. But, I don't know, and then I just decided to do music, so I started writing, a lot. And then, we got back in town from a basketball game in 2017. And we just went to my friend Mike's house, Mike Woodall.
Shout out to Big Mike.
And we fucking recorded this song, which is dog shit. And it's on my phone. It has 1,200 plays because people are gassing me up for no reason. And so I get asked. And it's private on my SoundCloud, but I might just unprivate it just because fuck it. And then after that, just off and on for the past 3 years, but the past 2 months, I guess, 2.5 months, been pretty consistent, and I have a lot of shit that I'm ready to put out.
Nice. I have a question. this is not a question that's on this list, but it's a question that came to my mind. So, with you making music, when you go, you said you like to listen kind of like to underground music, music that's not real popular. When you listen to music like that, are you more like aware of how good it is now that you make music? Or is it just a thing of like,
Dude.
like how do you view music now? Do you think you view music differently than you did before?
Fuck yeah, dude.
In terms of what?
In terms of like just fucking like the amount of work people put into making music, like everybody thinks they can rap. Like I should rephrase that because everybody probably can rap, but it's just like putting the work in, like actually like just fucking getting up, going to your computer every day, fucking asking someone for a beat or finding a beat, making a song, recording it, sending someone to get mixed or trying to mix it yourself. Like it's a lot of fucking work, and like underground shit just gets it gets shit on a lot because I don't know, it's
Not
evolving, I
mainstream.
guess, not mainstream, so like it doesn't appeal to the masses. But I feel like underground's easier for me to listen to because they're putting in more work than mainstream artists. Like mainstream artists already have fucking thousands of songs that they don't have released, and they could just like when they're releasing albums, they could record an album or they could record parts of an album and pull songs that they've already recorded to fit that catalog. And then when you're underground, you're just fucking
Grinding.
when you're new, you're fucking just grinding, you're just pumping shit out. Like the shit I've been releasing, none of it's really been like the same kind of beat. Like it's in the same atmosphere because it's me, but it's not the same like feel to each song, which I like.
Okay. So you said the music that you've been making is kind of different. So what kind of audience would you say your music is for?
Definitely people over 18. But I mean, like kids these days, like, I mean, I was listening to crazy shit when I was like a little fucking kid. Like, I'm pretty sure all of us were just exposed to that just because of the way the world is now. But like, obviously people over 18 and really just anybody. Like, I don't like staying in a box, so I'm always gonna like, I feel like each week I'm making like, I'm recording to like a different sound or a different type of beat just to like try to like,
Versatility?
yeah, that and just trying to like find the sound like in general, just trying to do shit. But definitely people over 18 and really anybody, I mean,
Yeah.
anybody that's into like rap or like, I don't know, I guess kind of like ambient stuff sometimes, just like, I don't know. I don't know, that's what I would say.
And for those of you who don't know, I've listened to a lot of his music, a lot of unreleased music and stuff like that, especially lately. And I can tell you that kind of the same thing, like this song will be different than this song, and these next two songs will be different than the other. Like you can tell he does different things with his music. So, and eventually you guys will see that too.
Appreciate it.
What do you think? What's the main reason for your music?
Like the main reason I make music?
Yeah.
Just to fucking express myself, I guess. So really just, I don't know, dude, it's music. Like music's fucking crazy, and like I've loved music since I was a little kid. Like I'm pretty sure everybody can relate to that. But I think for me, it's just for people who record music is just different. Like, it's different, like hearing someone make a song and then hearing yourself make a song and get better. Like each time you record something. So really, I'm just making music for me until like people want me to make music for them. You know what I mean?
And then this might be an odd question, but I myself, I'm not asking for them. I'm asking, this is a personal question that I want to know. Would you rather listen to your own music or mainstream music?
I'd rather just listen to music I listen to. Like the song I really like, Juice. Like I'll fucking listen to that, or like these unreleased songs I have. Like I listen to them. Like I don't not listen to them because I'm actually starting to like the music I make. So it's getting easier to listen to my own shit and not be embarrassed or like feel some type of way about like the way my voice sounds. Like it's really just like if I listen to music, it's just like I stop giving a fuck, and that's really the key. But I listen to more to. I've been listening a lot of 90s lately. 90s everything. So like 90s punk, rock, hip hop, like just fucking really 90s everything lately. But so yeah, I'd say I listen to more artists than I listen to myself.
Okay. This next question is kind of a two-part. Where do you see yourself in 5 years, and where do you see your music in 5 years?
Oh, fuck, dude. In 5 years, like if I keep at this rate, and as long as I keep like putting myself out there, trying to meet new people, because it's weird, because like the town you grow up in, or like the people you already know, they don't really give a fuck as much as you think they would. Like people I've met online or like fucking playing fucking Modern Warfare, like everybody from shout out La Junta first of all, because all my homies in La Junta keep it 100 and they're always putting me on and they fucking fuck with me and I don't know most of them in real life, so that's fucking crazy. That's just crazy to me. Like people in this own town like don't support me like that, but like people from out of town do. So
and La Junta is was a rivalry for us growing up, so that's even crazier if you understand kind of the rivalry between that.
Yeah, but like, yeah, I think if I keep putting myself out there and just keep making music consistently every day, because I've been trying to make at least a song a day, if not more, like just depending on my mood, I think shit can get crazy, honestly.
Would you like to be making music in 5 years still?
Fuck yeah, I hope so, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know what else I'd be doing, if I'm being honest.
So this is in terms of your music. What is your personal favorite song that you've made and like recorded? And what is your personal favorite song for you to listen to?
So my personal favorite song that I made and released already is Blue, and it's just because I was just feeling some type of way that day. I wasn't really feeling myself for like life really, and I guess I just already had a beat on my computer, so I just played it, and I literally sat down. I was sitting down when I recorded. You could tell like it has a raw feel to it. I just put delay, like reverb on it, and so I was like a really raw feel to it. And that's the way I intended it to be, but like I just sat down and recorded it. Like I didn't write anything at all.
So it was all like off the head?
And it was just, yeah, well like I'd say from the heart, because that day was just emotional, I guess. So that's my favorite song to make, just because it was so fucking, just so raw, like this happened.
And that was a song. That was a song you released not too long ago, right?
Yeah, a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. That was the one that I told you had like a little Peep vibe to it.
Yeah, I guess it kind of does, but like
for me it did.
I don't know, Lil Peep stuff's way faster, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that song's super slow, which I like that song. But my favorite song to listen to is an unreleased song right now.
Unreleased?
Yes, unreleased song, so.
You guys don't get that yet.
But if it wasn't an unreleased song, it's definitely Juice, just because I don't know what the fuck happened, dude. I was just in a zone when I made that song.
Feeling it out?
Yeah, I mean, I was just feeling myself. So release Juice, but definitely an unreleased song.
Is there anybody you try to imitate through music, or is there anybody that you kind of sort of idolize when it comes to music?
Yeah, so Mac Miller and Lil Peep a lot, and then Tyler the Creator also, probably my biggest three inspirations. But I'm gonna say I would try to. It's hard. It's like so like what Lil Peep did is like he kind of took like My Chemical Romance and Prince and like Gucci and like kind of like fucking like mixed them all together and like made his own sound. So that's why I'm trying to be versatile, because I'm just trying to find my own sound and try to incorporate like all my inspirations into my music. But I feel like for every artist there's a song that sometimes you hear and it does inspire you to go like make a song. But I wanted to say I'm trying to imitate an artist, because you can't really like you can't do that. You can't imitate yourself.
Right.
Like even if you try to sound like someone, you're still yourself. Like you're still saying different words. And I would never try to imitate artists. So I guess I'm really just trying to like find a way to incorporate those three artists,
but in your own way,
into my like mix them all together and like, try to find something fucking new, which is really hard.
I get that kind of vibe from your music though.
Yeah.
Like from those three.
And if you listen to me, like my verses like are awkward. Like I can never really learn how to count bars, which is like pretty much being on beat, so I just fucking write. And sometimes it'll be off beat, but that's just because that's me.
It's a learning experience too, I'd imagine, yeah.
Well, yeah, it's a learning experience because I'm teaching myself, so.
That's enough. Okay, so I guess I'll answer this question and then your other listeners. The other question that came to my mind, this question is on paper and it kind of ties off with the question that I just asked you. So I'm going to modify it a little bit. Out of those three artists, which one would you say is your favorite and why?
Mac Miller has to be.
Yeah. And how come?
It's not even close. Because like, dude, he went from making rap music, like corny ass rap music. I'm pretty sure he did that himself. Like Kids it was fucking hard as fuck, but it was like corny, you know? Like it was white kid rap.
Frat boy, like,
yeah, like frat rap. And like he went from making that to fucking swimming. And that shit is just like, he doesn't have, I don't think he has a bad body of work. All of his music's fucking good. All of his music inspirational. Like the first time I really got into him was 2016 or 17 when he released Good AM, and I would, dude, once I heard that, bro, I downloaded that shit and I was listening to it every fucking day, and it's just crazy, like his mindset and like who he was as a person is just wild to me, because like behind the camera he was like fucking genuine, but he had a lot of demons, and it's crazy hearing his music because he talks about like his old shit. He would talk about a lot of shit that hasn't happened yet, but it did end up happening in the future, and it's just crazy. I don't know, like he's just super inspirational. His fucking music's good, and he's like a really good person, like really genuine person. And he put a lot of people in the music industry. He like helped a lot of people like get into like rap, so I thought it was fucking cool.
So you'd say that's why he's a big inspiration for you?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So next question on this list is, do you have any other hobbies that you enjoy?
Yeah, I mean, probably video games, honestly, but since like I started making music consistently, I haven't done shit besides make music. That's all I've been doing. I want to start getting into drawing and like painting and shit again, because it's really like fun just to get stuff out of the way, and like I can use like some of it for like cover art or some shit. So really, that's it. Just music.
Would you say music and art, would you say it's therapeutic in any way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's easy.
Yeah.
It's easy to be inspired when you're in the mood. Like whatever that mood is, happy, sad, confused, like it's just easy to find something that fits the mood and make a song to it in that moment. So it's definitely therapeutic. Get stuff off your mind.
Okay. I got one more question for you, and it's not necessarily a question for me, it's a question for them. And that question is, if you could give the world a piece of advice, any piece of advice, if you could tell the world anything, what would you tell them?
So I'd say like whatever you're doing, no matter what it's doing, like whether you're working at Walmart, you fucking work at a gas station, you're making music, you're trying to pursue something, just like whatever you're doing, make sure you're doing it. Make sure you're like trying to be the best at it and putting time into it, no matter the circumstances. Like always try to find a way just to put time into your craft, put time into your work, no matter what. Even if it's just fucking 5 minutes of you just like bouncing ideas or like trying to make something or just starting an idea, like that's better than not doing shit. So I just say whatever you're doing, make sure you're actually doing it.
I couldn't agree more with that. Now I'm gonna let you, since that is basically the end of our interview, I'm gonna let you plug anything you'd like to plug, whether it be music, your social media, anything. You don't want to plug anything at all, you don't have to, but if there's anything you'd like them to know, anything you'd like them to see, you're more than welcome to tell them, whatever.
So right now I'm just fucking working on a lot of music. I have a lot of unreleased stuff, like three EPs in the works, and EPs are sent playlists, so like they're either like 6 songs or less than 30 minutes. So I have 3 of those hopefully coming out. 2 of them hopefully coming out this year, and then maybe 1 next year. And I'm really just working, like, that's about it, really. Really just making music and trying to get it to everybody. Hopefully grow following and like actually have people support me, because it makes it that much easier to do stuff. That's really it.
That's it?
Yeah.
So with that being said, I will have everything of his in my description below, including Facebook, Twitter. Do you still have Instagram? Instagram, SoundCloud, all that will be in the description. Please go give him some love. He's a very genuine dude. Somebody that I've been friends with since we were fucking babies.
Yeah, really.
Our moms have been best friends for a really long time. So I mean, we've been real close forever, and that's pretty much it.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you guys. Thank you for being here, man. See you guys. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Turn on the notification bell. That way you get notified every single time I post. And with that being said, we'll see you guys in the next one.